So I'm out here enjoying this wonderful day, nice and humid, nice heat, good temperatures. You know, it's just wonderful to get out and move the body every once in a while. And on this episode of Parker's Ranch with your host, Isaac, I'm going to just touch on a few topics, y'all. I'm going to give you a little motivation, some inspiration. I think we all need that every once in a while. A lot of people say, oh, inspiration ain't nothing, motivation ain't nothing, they don't produce nothing. Look, man, some people in some really dark places in this life. I've been many places in this world. A lot of them in groups and a lot of them by myself. And I have been able to observe and see and watch the difficulties, the challenges that a lot of people go through. And just a little motivation, a little inspiration, will pick that man or woman up out of the muck of the day. And it'll put them on a nice little path. Yeah, tomorrow they might need to find some more inspiration and motivation, but that's all right. Today is here, and today is all we can really combat. We're here to combat today and the challenges and absorb the goodness and the greatness that this world has to offer, while doing some things, not everything, some things that are going to impact our future days in a positive manner. But a lot of the stuff we do is today. It's today's work. It's today's work to get through today's objectives and what I want to say, what do they call them races out there in the world that they have all the time? The obstacle courses of today's life. So on today's episode of Parker's Ranch, I'm gonna just give you some motivation. That's all. I'm just here to motivate you, inspire you a little bit. Might do some push-ups while I'm here to get you a little motivated. Sometimes when we can see, we can believe, and when we can believe, we might be able to do. So actually, I'm gonna start this off with a little bit of actual inspiration of doing, not just saying, not just talking about it. We don't just talk about it on Parker's Ranch. On Parker's Ranch, we get out and we do. And I'm gonna do for you real quick, just to inspire you. You might want to get down with me to do a few, you know what I mean? Just to get the body moving for the day. I didn't say you gotta run 3 marathons and do 180 push-ups and go to the gym for 30 hours. I just said, come on, do some push-ups with me. Motivate your day. Sometimes you motivate your day through doing the work. Motivate yourself. You get motivated by doing the things that motivate you. Typically the stuff that motivates us is challenging. Down, up, down, up, down, up, 1, down, down, down. What's that? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You gonna watch me or you gonna get down and do something with me? Down, up, down, up, down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5. All right. That's enough motivation for y'all. And now, back to the talk. I want to see y'all win out there in this life, y'all. Because I'm not speaking from a place of losing. I win. I win a lot. But I also lose. But I win more than I lose. And that may be due to a perspective, or that may actually be I'll be winning. But a lot of times I think I win more than I lose just because of perspective. Uh, like I started off with, I've been around the world and done a lot of cool things and seen a lot of great places. And those that are winning aren't winning because they got all the money or they got all the women, they got all the men, they got the greatest relationships. They're winning because they got the mindset of a winner. Now, Isaac, what does that mean to have a mindset of a winner? Well, to have a mindset of a winner is to say, whatever I come up against in this life, I win. No matter how bad it hurts, no matter how big the disappointment, I'll win because I just get up and I continue to fight. I'm not here to be a pessimist all my life and be cynical and never see the brighter of the day and the world ain't this and the world ain't that and it'll never be anything. And that's not the way to look at life, y'all. If you want some real inspiration, if you want some real motivation, let that be your motivation and inspiration. That is not the way to look at life. Some cynical, you don't, you everything's wrong, everybody's wrong. Nobody's out for good. Pessimistic, it ain't never gonna get better. It's never gonna, the sun will never come out. That's pessimism, y'all. That's cynicism. Y'all can't, I don't wanna, I'm not talking to you, but I'm talking to me too. Like, Isaac, you can't think like that, man. I don't think like that very often. Very rarely do I think like, oh man, it's never gonna work out. I ain't nothing, the world ain't nothing. We're all just pieces of crap. No. Most of the time I see the goodness in life. I see the goodness in the suffering. I see the goodness in the failure. I see the goodness in the setbacks. I see the goodness in it. That's what winning is. That's what a winner is. Someone who can see the, all right, man, I gotta go over this. I gotta traverse across this mountain real quick. I'm at the base of the mountain and I got about 8,000 feet of elevation gain to climb. In switchbacks, they're in switchbacks. Walking up the mountain, switchback. Till I finally get to the peak. Yeah, you gotta get there, man. You're gonna have to traverse that 8,000 feet of elevation gain. It's gonna be challenging. You might trip and hurt your ankle. Like, okay? And what does that mean? You gotta do it, right? Like, you gotta wake up and go to work, right? You gotta wake up and do whatever you gotta do, right? You gotta get focused on your wealth creation path and pay down the 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, $100,000 in debt that you got. Like, where's the benefit in being cynical? Where's the benefit in being pessimistic? We have to traverse across the mountain. Get up and traverse. Take it one day at a time, man. You ain't gotta have it all figured out right now. You're gonna trip and fall. Get up and keep going. What's Ray Dalio say? Ray Dalio says, I think it's failure plus reflection equals progress. Failure plus reflection equals progress. You continue to progress up the mountain. And sooner or later you're gonna get to the peak and you're gonna look around and say, man, that was a lot. You know, you ever get them laughs and you're like, listen, my mom used to always do that. I'm like, Mom, it's not funny. She's like, I know it's not funny. But it's like, you ever get them laughs where it's a different type of laugh? It's like, I just traversed something. I just got up that peak. I just traversed across 8,000 feet of elevation gain. Oh, that's real. And it's like a laugh of gratitude. It's a laugh of happiness. It's a laugh of, it's just an overall laugh that just It's like a crying laugh, but you ain't got no tears. Y'all know them laughs that I'm be talking about? Like my mom just beat breast cancer. It's like a cry laugh. You know, you know the I just paid off $87,000 in student loan debt and in 20,000 in credit card debt, and we don't got no more debt. We don't owe nobody nothing. It's like a laugh cry, you know? See, that's where I want y'all to get. That's where I like to be. I like to be at them points where it's like a laugh, but it's a laugh that it got so much more behind it. Not them stupid type of laughs that you hear people laughing and it takes all the air out of the room. That obnoxious laugh it's just obnoxious. It's not a real laugh, man. It ain't no real pain behind it. It ain't no real work behind it. You ain't have to sacrifice nothing. I want a lot of us to get to that point of that emotional laugh. Like, dang, yo, I just paid off all that debt. Dang, I just hit my first 5 figures in net worth. Dang, like, I stuck to my budget for 6 months. Was strategic with my money for 6 whole months. And now we got a net worth of 5 figures. I ain't never had this. So, give me a second. So that's all I'm saying, like, here on Parker's Ranch, that's what it's about. On Parker's Ranch, it's about, like, have a lot of self-love. Do the things that are extremely difficult, challenging. That's going to get you to that place that you want to get. Not you going to get something out of it. Not you going to have some big old this or big old that, and I get to have this. Like, just do it because it's fun to do things that are difficult in life. You might not have it all figured out. It might go wrong 10 times, but on the 11th time, you get some type of revelation and the wisdom and the knowledge. All them different models begin to layer on one another. And now you got this deep, rich thought process of how to do it again if you ever had to do it again. And not only do it again, but you got the information, knowledge, and wisdom to give the game to the person to the left and right of you. Because that's what a lot of this is, looking out for the person to the left and the right of you. That's all it is, y'all. Be happy, be joyful, be jovial, be jovial. The cynicism, the pessimism, quail that. Get that out of there, get it out of there with force. Transform your mind, transform your being. That cynicism and pessimism, get that out of your being, quell that. Same thing with the people around you. Cynicism, pessimistic, get it, walk away. Go for a walk. Go for a quick walk. They come in there talking that. We're not even gonna go down that path, so I'm gonna just call it that. Man, get up, close your workspace and go for your 10-minute break, because I think you deserve one. Go for your 5-minute break. No, screw what they talking about. Go for your 5-minute break and take you a quick little 1.5 mile walk, a little mile walk, a little quarter-mile walk. When they come in the office talking about that pessimism and cynicism. Get that out of there, man. Go for your little walk. You got to be able to uplift yourself. Sometimes it ain't just talking good to yourself. Sometimes it's doing the things that's going to make you a little bit better. You get me? You ain't got to have all the answers. You ain't got to have all the wisdom to say, hey, I feel this way now. I got to do this, this, and this. And I got to, look, do the things that make you feel good. Do the things that uplift your spirit. Do the things that are challenging. Because I think we thrive in challenging situations. As humans, I think a lot of us thrive in challenging situations. because it takes us back to that, like David Goggins talks about, the cookie jar. Man, I done been through something similar to this. I know it might not even be similar to this. It might just be challenged, you know? And sometimes challenge is the best thing for us. It makes us look back and say, you know what? Man, I done been through that. I've experienced this or that. You know, I've experienced this, I didn't experience that. I'm good to go. But you gotta uplift yourself by doing the little small micro activities on a daily basis that's good for you. Go for a walk, do some push-ups. Talk to yourself in an uplifting, positive manner. Pray. Pray deeply. Tell God what you want. This is what I want. And when you ask for what you want, just know it might come with a little bit more. It might come with some dark days. It might come with setbacks. It might come with long nights. It might come with thousands of miles put in. You know? It's all right. It's all good. That's what we wanted. Yeah, we know what the glitz and the glamour looks like, right? And we know we sort of kind of know what it takes to get that. So just be careful what you want. And if you want it and you come to the conclusion that, yo, this is what I really want, go get it. And don't be in a rush. Never rush. Don't ever rush. Work the process. Go through them switchbacks. Traverse across that mountain. Yeah, you traversed up it. Yeah, you hit the peak. You gotta make your way down though. You gotta make your way down. Sometimes on the way down, that's like the most, it attacks muscles that you didn't train too much, you know? But you figure that out on the way down. You get me? Don't worry about so much. Don't worry. Some of y'all be too worried. And I speak to self when I say some of y'all. Whenever you hear me talking, I'm speaking to self too. Because self got a lot of issues. Self got a lot of baggage. Self got a lot of. So, that's all right. It's all good. Don't worry about that. Stay positive. Keep your head up. What Kevin Gates say? I told you keep your head up when told you won't be nothing. Keep your head up, man. Stay positive. Stay away from the cynicism and the pessimism. I know I keep saying that, but it's real, y'all. You come across it every day. And some of us, we let it attack our spirit. And that's the worst thing we could do, is allow the darkness of the world. Because there's a lot of darkness out there in this world. I mean, it's a lot of darkness, y'all. It's a lot of darkness, y'all. It's a lot of darkness. There's some dark individuals out there that don't want to see. They don't win, I don't win, nobody can win. I'm going through it, so you come in with me. That's what darkness looks like. The world, in my eyes, the world is nothing, so you're coming with me. You're gonna see that the world is nothing. Look at it. And that's real. You don't want to surround yourself with that. Charlie Munger said, try not to work under people that you wouldn't aspire to be like. And I'm paraphrasing. Try not to work under people that you would not want to be like. And try not to do business with people that are blowhards. People that are just difficult to deal with. Some people are going to be difficult to deal with in this life. And some people, you can't get rid of them. Some people you're going to have to sit with that and love them and try to coach them and mentor them. Hopefully they'll change. But you got to keep your distance. You got to keep that wall up to some extent. You got to keep that wall up to some extent. But I'm not a big believer in just throwing anybody and everybody in the can. That's not really what I'm here for. You don't just throw people in the can just because they're not seeing it. They're not seeing it yet. They're not understanding it yet. They're not understanding like that everything we need is right here, and all the greatness and the goodness is right here, and no, things are not as bad as you think. But that's typically like family. Other people, you could really say, yo, nothing against you, but we just don't mesh. It's all love. I see you around.